Today on Drive Thru Kitchen, I'm doing the Del Taco Carne Asada street tacos. That's right, that lovely, juicy, amazing steak. That incredible diced chili green sauce they put on these things. Oh yeah, we've got the lightly heated corn tortillas just exactly right. That's right, folks. I'm showing you how to make these at home. It might not be cheaper these days with the cost of beef, but it's gonna be better. So stick around and I'll show you exactly how to do this. All right, if we're making Del Taco's steak tacos, we're gonna use some steak. I'm using actual steak. I don't know what they use. They call it steak. It's Carne Asada steak? I don't know. What I have here is a petite sirloin, also known as crab. There you go. It's about a pound, so it's about $43. Is this cheaper than Del Taco? No, probably not. Actually, this is fairly cheap. It was only $11 a pound for garbage. Yeah, we're going to cut this up into some small pieces so that it's edible. You want bite-sized pieces. You don't want to chew anything or cut anything with a knife. And yeah, come on. This thing better just go in your mouth and be lovely and wonderful. Then we're going to deal with the marinade and this stuff. It's over here, the seasoning. We'll get into that in a minute. We've got time. We got time. Relax. All right. So if you got any big fat pieces, love them, hold them, squeeze them. Tell them how much you like them in the comments. See what it did there? Anyways. We're trying to get this about 3/8 of an inch, something like that. It'll shrink a little bit, but I'm trying to go about 3/8 of an inch wide. It's about 10 millimeter for anybody on the metric system. Okay, we got this cut into strips. Now we're just gonna come back, basically stack our strips up as best we can. Always work smarter, not harder. So do as many jobs at once as possible. So stack 3 or 4 things on top, and we're just going to go through and dice this down into some bite-sized little morsels. These do shrink a bit, but there's really no fat in this, so it's not going to shrink much. Okay, but basically you're looking for a piece something like this. Something like that is going to make a good taco. There, I'll just finish this up. Meet you back here in a second. All right, and we're done. Steak is chopped up, and that's definitely the same bowl that was there a second ago. Yeah, this is a lot of steak, can I say? So we are going to put this into the bowl. Yes, we are. Okay, so we have our steak here. The next thing we have to do is put this on here. This is our spices. This is Ancho chili powder. Yes, you're gonna hate me. You have to go buy another thing of spices. Ancho chili powder. If you want to use regular chili powder, it's not going to be the same. This is a very dark, rich, earthy flavor to it, which is amazing. Regular chili powder is just a blend of things for making chili. This is a chili, the Ancho chili. One chili, that's it. No sugar, no spices, no salt, no cumin, no sugar, and it doesn't have any sugar in it. It's good. All right, Ancho, there is cumin and paprika, garlic, onion powder, granulated garlic, onion powder, a little bit of salt and pepper. Come on, it's right here, it's right here. And sugar. Because they hook you with the flavor, they keep you with the diabetes. Gotta put sugar in everything, right? Come on, at least it doesn't have any corn syrup in it, right? How could you put corn syrup in this? I don't know. If they could, they would. Just give this a mix. Get this equally, evenly, and equitably, I don't know. Don't put any koalas in here. No koalas were harmed in the making of this. Okay, that looks pretty good. It's at least everything's got some touch on it. All right, what do we have here? We have a tablespoon of beef stock. We have a teaspoon of lime juice, and we have 6 drops of liquid smoke. Stop it. Stop. Okay, relax. Calm down. Liquid smoke is not some chemical thing. It is literally just the scrapings off the pit. They do a thing. It's the smoke, and then they distill it through the water, and it picks up the flavor. That's all it is. So relax. It's not actually harmful chemicals. If you don't like it, don't put it in there. It's fine. It's kind of like MSG, which, by the way, you may notice Tataka doesn't use a lot of MSG. I gotta say, kind of proud of him. This. Okay, how many times you gonna watch me do that? However many times it was. Okay, just put this in here. We're gonna mix this again. This is really gonna get all of those flavors on every piece and every inch and every surface, every facet, every nook, every cranny. This smells beefy. It smells good. Oh yeah, a little bit of smoke. Okay, you can keep obsessing about that, but we're done. That's perfect. You know, I might have, because I kept doing that for like 3 minutes. It's kind of addicting starting. That's fun. All right, I'm gonna put some plastic wrap on top of this, throw this in the fridge at least half an hour, maximum about 2 or 3 hours. There's some lime juice in there, so it's gonna start changing the texture of the meat. You don't really want chewy meat. It's already gonna be, it's just sirloin. But don't chew your meat. Okay, half hour to 3 hours. All right, one of the fun things about this street taco is that it has a wonderful green chili sauce inside of it. It's the same green chili sauce they've been putting inside the Spicy Jack chicken quesadilla lately, so I said just use the bottle of salsa, and you can. I'm gonna show you another cheater way to do this, which is way more accurate. So you're gonna need about 4 cans of this diced green chilies right here. There you go. These are fire roasted diced green chiles from Ortega, so you know it has to be authentic. That's good stuff right there. You're going to need a couple jalapenos, pickled, not regular. No, you need the pickling juice with this as well. A little bit of it, a little bit. You need some lime juice. If you can get fresh limes, great. I could find one. I'm saving it for the final presentation. I'm going to use this. Sorry. There is 3 other ingredients in this. This is half a teaspoon each. Roughly, unless this says different, of granulated garlic, cumin, and salt. This is fine sea salt. If you're using coarse, you're screwed because that completely changes the measurements. So I'm going to do that. We also have an immersion blender here because we're going to turn 3 of these cans into green chili puree because I couldn't find green chili puree. So I'm going to puree some green chilies. You can do that, you know. You think the green chili puree grows on trees? No, green chilies do. And it's a bush. So, there you go. This has a juice in it and stuff. We are going to put this into our cup. Okay, so maybe we're going to put 2 in there. That's a lot in there. You forget, you're like, oh, it's a tiny can. Then you look at it, you're like, that's actually quite a bit. Okay, I'm going to put 2 in there. Okay, well apparently these are whole chilies. Fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're just going to puree. Doesn't matter. Read your cans, people. Just because they look the same doesn't mean they are the same. Alright, seasoning going in here. I swear to God, a monkey could do this job better. A teaspoon of lime juice. Yeah. Like I care. Alright, we have 2 small ones, if you can get a small one in here. Yeah. Oh, there's another small one. And now we're going to get a spoonful. This is a small little teaspoon. We're going to put that of our pickle juice. Pickling juice. Pickling juice. No, don't do that. Alright. God help us. Okay, folks. That's green chili puree. I don't know if you know this or not, but that's how it's done. I guess I should have put a parental warning on here. What? Caution! You're about to see how nature happens. YouTube censorship is weird. I don't know if that's allowed. What are you going to do? Alright. We are pouring this in our bowl now. Why didn't I do this in there? Because it doesn't work. Immersion blenders like to have a tall cylinder to be able to work in. Without that, they kind of just everywhere. Okay. This is diced green chilies. This is son of a, it's whole. It is, it's whole. All right, 1 can of this going in. I have a knife and a cutting board here, you'll see. Does it feel like I didn't plan this? Because it kind of feels like that to me. Yeah, see, if you buy the diced stuff, you don't have to do nothing. It's beautiful. Okay, we're gonna need 2 more jalapenos. This time, no juice. So we're just gonna grab that guy and that guy. We don't need his friend. His friend gets to live. We're gonna dice this up pretty small. If you get a big piece of jalapeno in there, you're gonna know it. So dice this up really small. There. At least I did it behind the bowl so you couldn't see it. Unlike when I was pureeing the green chilies where I made you watch. Sicko. Alright. This is it. Now I know you're expecting me to just take a big old spoonful of this. I ain't gonna do that. Next time you see this, it'll be on some tacos. Then I'll eat it. There you go. Diced green chili puree. Check. Moving on. Alright, as you see, I've got my cast iron skillet here. It's ripping hot at about 500 degrees or so. No oil in it or anything like that because we want all the natural juices from the steak to create all the wonderfulness. You don't need to add oil. It's got fat in it. We're just cooking this off a couple minutes here, a couple minutes there, in between all these clips. It's getting pretty close now. It's looking good. Just don't overcrowd your pan or you're going to steam it to death and you're not going to get that wonderful browning on it and the wonderful flavor. But yeah, this looks done. We're good. Now for our tortillas. I have my 14-inch comal here. I have a little bit of vegetable oil and a paper towel. We're just going to lightly smear this around and get some on the paper towel as well. Now we've got a couple of little tortillas here. These are the like 5-inch tortillas, 6-inch tortillas, something like that. They're the smaller ones, the regular size, not the king size. You're going to cook these off probably a minute, something like that. This is also pretty hot. We're 350, 400 degrees. And this is my secret, is to just dab them a little bit with the paper towel that has the oil on it and just get that amount of oil. If you drench these in oil, they're going to be greasy, they're going to be gross. That just keeps it from splitting and coming apart. If you've ever tried to heat corn tortillas and keep it from splitting, you know what a pain in the butt that is. This is my secret, and now you know my secret. Okay, folks, we have steak tacos. Yes, we do. We have our steak right here. It's beautiful, it's juicy, it's delicious. It's going in here. Yes, it is. All right, we've got our tongs because apparently people don't like when you put your fingers on their food. And I'm making a mess. Who cares? It's my tacos. All right, so these are street tacos. So you get these little itty bitty street tortillas, or you can go with these big giant tortillas. Which one do you think I want when I go over to your house to eat this? Come on. The king size is better, but we're going to do this authentically. On camera. Off camera. Well, all bets are off. Speaking of betting off, better not get too far off the script. I don't know. All right, green sauce. We're putting the green sauce down. The green sauce goes on the meat. Oh yeah, it does. These are street tacos. This is designed to be assembled in like 4 seconds on a guy in a cart. Not a lot of fancy things. Okay, onions. Oh, okay, fine. I'm using fingers. Back to the fingers. They use fingers. They got those little vinyl gloves. But do you think they change them ever? No. Cilantro. Oh, yes, this is a Tijuana street taco right here. It really is. And that is as easy as it gets. Is that what it's going to look like when you get it from Del Taco? Pretty much exactly. Which is why we have to put a little bit more steak in it. Come on. Better look like you meant to, right? There we go. That is amazing. That looks a little better. Okay, that's going to take a much better thumbnail. Speaking of which, okay, I'm back from the thumbnails, and I'm going to do something. I'm going off script. You can do whatever you want. You can customize. Del Taco's pretty good about letting you customize stuff. So one of my favorite things, and I wish they had this, is the actual Mexican sour cream. This stuff. It's not the American sour cream. This is very runny. You can put it in a squeeze bottle. It's great. See the Cacique brand? Yeah. So get yourself some of that. I put it in a squeeze bottle because it lets me do pretty things like that. See, this pours very nicely. And it keeps for a pretty good amount of time in the fridge. If you keep it like this, sealed and everything, I've had that last me quite a while. So there you go, little tip from me to you. I like that stuff. But now we're biting this because I don't want to get in trouble with the internet rules. It says we must eat the food on camera. Oh, gee darn. You're going to have to watch me eat. Okay, going in. Oh yeah, that sauce nailed it. It's a little spicy in theirs, but who cares? I can do whatever I want. Oh no, I had some sour cream on my finger. Yeah, I normally don't like sour cream. That sour cream I like. So if you're not a fan of sour cream, yeah, it's just too tart, too weird, no. Try that. Oh, it's really, really good. And what's really good is finishing this taco. Okay, fine, I'll finish the video first. But that's it. This is really it. It's just the meat, super simple. The green sauce, couldn't have been any easier. Little cilantro, little onion diced up on there. Come on, how hard is that? The shells, I showed you how to do that on the Kamal like that. Just a little bit of oil on it so it's not super, super dry. That way they're really nice and pliable. Come on. This is easy. There's no reason you can't be making this at home. And there's a lot of meat there. So you're going to be able to feed 4 or 5 people, 4 people at least on a $10 steak. That's pretty awesome. The rest of this is super cheap. There you go. Better, faster, cheaper in your own kitchen. Thanks for watching me here on the Drive Thru Kitchen today. I'll be back again soon with more stuff. And, I might have something to put that steak in that might not use a tortilla of this kind. You'll have to stick around to find out. See you next time.